Hey friends, welcome back to Control. Last we left off, we did the Foundation DLC. We finished that up. Now we're going to do another DLC called the Alan Wake event. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little sick right now, so I'm sorry if I sound different or or anything. I don't fully know. I took some medicine, so I'm feeling a little better right now, but yeah, I am still sick. I hope everyone's having a good day today. My day is obviously not too great because I am sick, but yeah.
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there,
Hmm.
reaching for her, trying to make her act. It was a distress call. Faden sensed a drowning man, a hunger in the dark. Investigation sector.
Investigation sector, huh?
Oh, that's the second time we've heard from Alan Wake. Since this is our first thing from him, and he apparently contacted us on the hotline. What did he say? Oh, he's got different music and everything.
Engulfed the elevator.
Whole different vibe.
There was something there. A presence. Jesse Faden could hear it. A call. It was faint, reaching for her from a dark place. Faden was sensitive to visitations. She had them all the time. From her guiding star and the previous director. She was the perfect receiver. As if she'd been made for this. Faden paused to feel it. The force at play here. It was changing things around her, subtle. Trying to make her act. Faden didn't like that. Her guide felt it too. Polaris didn't flare up in defense as with the hiss. So it wasn't all bad. Not a hostile transmission. It was powerful, but it was coming from far away. Because of the distance.
Okay, I
A
see.
distress call. Faden sensed a drowning man. A man desperate to escape. She sensed something else too. A hunger in the dark. Not unlike the hostile resonance. Waiting. She knew that desperate acts can have grim consequences. It was this, more than the man's despair, that made her follow the call. The elevator lights winked back on. The darkness receded like a memory. There was a new button on the elevator control panel. Investigation sector. Faden pressed the button. The elevator doors slid shut with practiced bravado.
Okay. So we've been written into an Alan Wake story all the way from Bright Falls, Washington. Yeah, it's wonder how much you can do while we're in New York City. Also, I will just put the story of Alan Wake's first game in the description because it's a game that released in 2010 and is kind of difficult for me to play. So I just thought I would do that. But yeah, I will be playing the second Alan Wake game though later. Because we can't do Control without Alan Wake. Alright, now I kind of know more about Alan Wake than I do about about Control, admittedly, so... Oh. Right, well, if you've been written into an Alan Wake story, we should be careful of darkness, no?
Anyone here?
Then again, how do you
Guess not.
bring the entities from the dark place into all the way from West Coast to East Coast? Because they only come from like a specific lake in Washington State.
Seems a lot more crowded than the rest of the Bureau.
I wonder why that is. Mr. Kirkland, here the latest, Oh. Okay. That didn't seem too important, but some people died. If there's anything related to Alan Wake, I'll say tractor supplement? I don't recall anything about... Yeah, there was nothing about a tractor in, if I recall right. Come on. Okay, also, it is very dark. We might have to worry about the darkness, so no. To whom it may concern, it is with great anger and regret that I tender my resignation as head of investigations for the Federal Bureau of Control. I do this in protest of the rampant disregard for my department's... My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on my actions to speak louder than my words ever could. I blame the situation on our... who has routinely ignored my requests for assistance in reclaiming the parts of the investigation sector lost to the loose inside. I will never forget the screams of brave agents begging for us to open that firebreak. I will carry that shame for the rest of my days. That has failed his agents. I shall never forgive him for that. Sincerely, William Kirkland. I see. Do these generators keep the lights on? Why would I... Darling investigation? Oh, Dr. Darling? Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation was launched into the ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Despite the accounts of anonymous regarding inhumane treatment of it currently housed in the Bureau, our official findings regarding this were inconclusive. Numerous obstacles arose during this investigation. The majority of the sector personnel seemed to be wholly unaware of any such contained there. A lot of redacted stuff. Clearance level. Non-human paranatural entities warrant humane treatment. Okay. Casey inquiry? Mr. Dennis, a request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all of our files on Bright Falls, specifically the disappearance of the author Alan Wake. Per the interagency information exchange agreement, I had some paper pushers gather up a folder of all the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted. But I'm writing to let you know that we received this request from a special agent named Alex Casey. Sounds familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective in the hard-boiled crimes books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing a name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking into a case dealing with a writer's fiction coming true. I think this is worth looking into. But what's your opinion? Just give the word and I'll start surveillance on this guy. Special Investigator Gleason. Alex Casey is a real person now, huh? That's new, yeah. Alright. I'm sure they decided to keep tabs on him. That would make sense, right? Staffing issue? Jeez, there's so many of these. There's an increase in AWE cases, and yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly why that is. However, it seems that a tiny little detail has slipped through the cracks. We don't have the staff. Okay, overcrowding. Got it. I guess that explains why everything's all over the place. Sorry if I'm talking faster.
It's not working.
I have to unplug that, don't I?
There's power core somewhere.
Oh my god. You don't need to put these files everywhere. It's a little too much now. Oh, Cauldron Lake. That's in Bright Falls. To Chief Investigator Dennis. It happened again. Third time this year. Something certainly has it out for us. Could be raccoons. The locals certainly complain about them enough. But why the hell would raccoons keep going after a monitoring station? Doesn't add up. Anyway, I've got a Bureau tech going to the site next week to take a look. Next on the list of recurring problems is the staff at the Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on Lake if they won't let me see any data? Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them again to share their info with investigations agents. It's only a matter of time before this hits again, and I want to be prepared. Anyway, if anyone at HQ asks why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. In the meantime, I might invest in some raccoon traps. Sincerely, Agent Estevez. Interesting. Oh my god, please, you don't need to put these everywhere. I mean, I like the lore, but reading everything is going to get tedious. They're investigating someone named Underhill, who's a professor at Woodrow in the United Kingdom. I feel like I've heard the name Underhill before. Okay. Is that the person who's, like, taking care of the mold stuff? I feel like that is. Oh, there's an astronaut helmet there. That's nice. Trench official warning. Kirkland, I am growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you are head of investigations. This failure is your responsibility. What do you think would happen? Holding a dangerous specimen in investigations? The containment sector exists for a reason. They are better trained and better equipped for this type of work. In fact, they have admirably taken us on a certain AWE monitoring responsibilities that your staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now. And don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You are a worm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The Prime Candidate program only failed because of Darling. You are both failures, plotting against me. You are traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. You are choosing to become my enemy, Kirkland. You don't want to be. Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. They investigated the director. I see. There's nothing up here besides the notes. Awesome. Is there anything that, like, I can plug into that? Oh, it's up there, isn't it? There's a wire, yeah. Okay, let me just move everything, I guess. Good? Good enough. Or not. We better now. There we go. Oh, there we go, okay. Wait, was there something down there? Of course there was. What is that? Keystone inspection? Okay, no, I was wondering if I was like, no, I'm recognizing the name from something else. Naturally, I have to plug the one thing, don't I? I don't think anything related to the tractor is related to this. Ethics investigation? What? Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation P-142-9 was launched into the legitimacy of the Prime Candidate program. Oh, I see. No, it definitely wasn't ethical. I don't even think you need, I love that I could do that from here. Yeah.
That gate should open.
I don't even think you need an investigation for that, honestly. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Oh, we're gonna go to the Ocean View Motel. I see. Where are we at on time, by the way? Because that was a lot of reading. I don't know how far that... Oh yeah, that took some time, alright.
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
Sure did. Sure did. Let's grab this. What's over here? Blessed Organization? This group/individual has operated outside of Bureau's notice for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. A review of past cases has found various mentions of their activity over the years. In 2016, a production company called Blessed Pictures was connected to an altered item case, as well as the death of an agent from exposure to illicit paranatural materials. In 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in the illegal use of an altered item. In 1988, a business called Blessed Repair and Service was suspect of involvement with an object of power case, perhaps even creating it. None of these business or individuals have been located. However, their connection to appearances of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be considered circumstantial. An arrest order has been issued for any persons believed to be involved with this blessed organization. Okay. Sorry.
Do we know each other?
Wake?
This feels familiar.
We're going through the Alan Wake 2 door.
I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. I'm My name is Alan Wake.
I know. Oh. Huh. That's trippy.
Who are you? Who are you?
Oh, jeez.
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane.
Thomas
There's
Zane?
nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role, a character. The protagonist I played in my old film.
Filmmaker?
I'm a filmmaker.
Ooh.
No terror like yourself.
One therapist lady said that too.
We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink.
Thanks, brings up Darla. Okay, yeah, it's about finished there.
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
We're very close now. You've been writing. You found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Riding.
You found a way!
No. I don't. Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there. I've seen him.
Your double.
Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
That was the Alan Wake?
Yeah.
The famous writer? He disappeared years ago. It was all over the news back then.
Back in 2010. Yeah.
Thomas Zane was with him. The poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
What? Okay. Notice how the Ocean View Motel is at night this time. Does that mean What does that mean? Did I do something? Oh. How very fun. No. None of that creepy stuff. Thank you for the key. Awesome. Being in the darkness and anything Alan Wake related is not.
Devoured by hungry darkness.
Neil Hartman.
The thing that had been Hartman broke loose, killed everything he killed, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. A resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Oh. Okay. Emil Hartman was from the first game. He was a doctor who was looking to use Wake for his own ends, because he figured out the whole writing thing. He he apparently had the darkness in him, according to that, the stuff from the dark place. And then I guess when he was brought here, it sounds like he was brought here, because if he's in the story, he's got to be here, right? It merged with the hiss. That's fun. Where are we at on time? I'm sorry about this. The starter had too many of those. I gotta end the video here. I'm so sorry. There'll still be a second video like right after this. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe if you want. See ya.